Hi, my name is Morgan. I'm obsessed with the Beatles, and today I'm going to tell you a random fun fact about the best band in the world. And please excuse the mess, I just woke up. Today's fun fact is actually going to be about a fact that I think a lot of people are aware of, but I don't know if you know that today's the anniversary of it. So on August 22nd, which is today, in 1968, Ringo Starr got up and left the group. They were recording the White Album, and the White Album, tensions were pretty high. I say that a lot, but they were. And at the time, the Beatles were kind of recording their own thing. So George would be in the studio creating his own stuff. Paul would be doing his own thing. John would be doing his own thing, and Ringo would be doing his own thing. And Ringo, obviously he's not a songwriter. He's just the world's best drummer. I love you, Ringo. And he... I lost my train of thought because I was thinking about how much I love Ringo. Hang on, I'll come back. What I was saying is that Ringo felt left out. He's not a songwriter. He's just the world's best drummer. It was really hard for him, I think. So he left the Beatles during the recording of Back in the U.S.S.R., which Rick Barrow has requested that I do a fun fact on that song, and I will because it's a good one. But I will do it at a later time. Today's fun fact is going to be about Ringo leaving the band. I will circle back to Back in the U.S.S.R., and I think I'm going to make that video soon, actually. So, be on the lookout, Rick. When Ringo left the band, he had gone to Paul, or he had gone to John, I think, first, and he had told John, I'm leaving the group. I feel left out. And John said, well, I thought it was you three. So Ringo left, and he went to Paul. And he told Paul the same thing, and Paul responded the same way that John did and said, I thought it was you three. Now, to this day, I don't know if those responses were genuine, if they all felt left out, or if John phoned Paul and told Paul what happened, and then Paul said the same thing when Ringo showed up. I don't know. But either way, it's actually really sad. It's really sad, especially for Ringo, in my opinion. During this time, Ringo, he was gone for 11 days, and he went with his family and Peter Sellers in Sardinia. And that's when he discovered the song, well, that's when he was inspired by the song Octopus's Garden. He heard about octopuses getting little things and making it their little garden, and then he went back and he wrote a song about it. So that's a good thing that came out of Ringo's short departure. While Ringo was away, the Beatles recorded 2 songs, Dear Prudence, excuse me, and Back in the U.S.S.R. Fun fact about Back in the U.S.S.R. is that Paul McCartney is actually playing drums on that because Ringo is gone. Ringo has taken a break. When Ringo Starr returned to the Beatles, to the studio 11 days after he left, he found that his drum kit was filled with flowers and a note that's saying, Ringo, we love you, you're the best drummer in the world. Which is true. Now, there's a lot of people who don't think that Ringo Starr was really the best drummer in the Beatles. Well, he was. He was the best drummer in the world. So I decided to compose a list of people who are inspired by him, right? So this is a short list. There's a lot more, but these are the ones that stand out. Dave Grohl has said that he was inspired by Ringo Starr, and he's the drummer of Nirvana and the Foo Fighters, okay? Phil Collins from Genesis, he's inspired by Ringo Starr. Zach Starkey, his own son, inspired by Ringo Starr. And Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, inspired by Ringo Starr. And Trey Cool from Green Day, inspired by Ringo Starr. So the Beatles revolutionized music. That's just the people that were inspired by Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr doesn't come into the Beatles. Ringo Starr doesn't exist. We don't have Green Day. We don't have the Foo Fighters. We don't have Nirvana, and we don't have the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We don't have Genesis. And I don't know about you, but I can't imagine my life without any of those bands, especially the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Genesis. Okay? I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Genesis. Well, Phil Collins. Genesis. But really, I like Phil Collins a lot. I'm very glad that Ringo came back, obviously. But that just shows you how tensions were very high during the White Album recording. That's all I have for you today. On this date, August 22nd, 1968, the best drummer in the world left the Beatles temporarily, came back 11 days later, and the rest is history. So Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I actually have packages today to go pick up, so stay tuned, because you know I'm gonna film myself going to get them, and you know I'm gonna film myself opening them up. So stay tuned. I'm not done today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye guys, I love you.